Okay, how y'all doing? This True Authority. Gotta make this video because the Lord wanted me to do it. Because He just spoke to me and revealed to me. Really, it's been in my heart, it's been in my mind, my spirit all day long. And I have been praying that God expose my enemies, that He expose the foolishness, the witchcraft, the lies, the plots, and all that. Even what they're plotting right now, because the Lord told me they're plotting right now, and it's up above me. You know what I'm saying? Up there. You know what I'm saying? They doing stuff they got no business doing, and around me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not crazy, but that ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm exposing. What I am exposing is this. Um, okay. There was a young fella that stayed in this apartment complex with his mom and dad, and his mom, she took care of who she wanted to take care of, but she didn't necessarily take care of him. He run around here looking like a rag doll. So I saw it, and I was the first one to pick up on it. Everybody else was getting mad at him. Everybody else was throwing him to the side and saying this and saying that, and wanting to put their hands on them. Certain people, same people that want to put their hands on me. They don't say no names. You know what I'm talking about? But basically, I took him in and started sheltering him. Like, not necessarily took him in the house, but because he stayed in the next building. So he would come over here and hang out. I would feed him because he claimed he wasn't getting no food at the house. So I would feed him. I seen the young man as an individual such as myself. Like what I went through. I ain't had no role model, no father figure. I didn't have what I needed, no structure, none of that. So I tried to school him. Other folks saw it, and it was like, and I'm exposed this too. I got to go into the exposure, okay? So welcome to the world of exposure. So there's many things gonna get exposed. Like an outline, they got you got you got A, B, and then one and all that, Okay, so um, basically, you know, other folk, I would notice. This is what I'm exposing. I noticed other folk noticed that I noticed, and other folk noticed what I was doing, and they was saying like, "Man, he powerful, man. Like, true, hey, because they were seeing what I was doing. Let me explain what I was doing. Expose this. Switch back. Now, my brother is a barber here in Augusta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So I took him to his house, and he cut his hair. Gave him a haircut, fresh haircut, just like he wanted it. Little dude said he wanted some waves in his head, but I couldn't. I couldn't spend no money on that just then. The Lord told me not to, so I ain't move on that. So brother, we cut his hair, gave him some clothes, gave him some food. Him and his girlfriend blessed him. You know what I'm saying? We got in the car, came back to this area, came back to the apartment. He took the food to his mama house. He begging to come to my house. He want to kick it with me. Like he was like, next thing you know, he telling me, he saying, he was like, man, he said this one, he said, man, don't leave me. I said, what you mean? He was like, man, everybody be leaving me. I said, wow. So I called him a godson. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm a godly man. That's the only person. And really, a lot of people can act like they godfathers and godmothers, but if you ain't got God, then you're not a godfather or a godmother. That's how they go. That's where they come from. It's simple. You don't go to Pizza Hut for bananas. Who does that? If you find that place, they probably got pizza bananas. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no, come on, man, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this, like, so, I brought him over for a period of time. Next thing you know, I flipped the script, led him to the Lord. He got saved. He got saved. We was in here doing warfare prayers, like you seen with my stepson on some prior years ago, like a video I just uploaded tonight, but I had to delete it. You know what I'm saying? I got to touch up on it. But you know what I'm saying? After a while, you know what I'm saying? I noticed he kept doing stuff that wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? So I overlooked it and just kept responding with love. You know what I'm saying? Showing him how to be a better person because he was claiming he ain't, he had no money, he had no clothes, he had no, and he was looking shabby, man. Like this mama wasn't doing nothing for him. Then she tried to call the police on him. to get him in the mental institution. You know what I'm saying? Or Serenity out here in Georgia, out here in Augusta, Georgia. And when the people came, they came and talked to her and the child. They came and talked to the child to do an assessment. And the people told him, no, that they was like, ain't nothing wrong with him. But no, that ain't what happened. She came out the door. The lady from Serenity came. The lady was a social worker, I guess. I don't know, a psychiatrist or whatever. You know, a specialist to come out and see to make visits to see if they need to be committed somewhere. So she came out the door of his house where his mama was at, where he was at. I came outside, and when I came outside, um, he no, she I walked up to her. I said, hey, I said, can I tell you something? She's like, yeah, go ahead. I said, ain't nothing wrong with that boy. Ain't nothing. You know what she said? We know. We know ain't nothing wrong with him. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. I'm sitting there like, nah, if that ain't confirmation, I don't know what is. So that let me know, it cleared the slate for me because, you know, his dad now, his dad, I'm not gonna speak evil of his dad, but his dad don't like me. His stepdad don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I'm exposing the lie. This is the lie. Now, there's a black lady that came to see the child. I don't know who this. I forgot her name, but I know her as Pooga. She's light skinned and she's thick and she wear glasses. Now she stayed in High Point, across the street from my house, in 2004, 3. Uh, from 2001 up until 2004 or 5, one of them, because I left High Point around that time. But at the same time, she was there. Now she was a young girl. She was like teenage. You know what I'm saying? Now she's I guess social worker or whatever, and she came out here to the apartment complex to see the little boy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, she know who I am, but you know, I get into now check this out. This is where I'm exposing. This is what got exposed right here. The Lord, Yahweh is powerful. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I can't make this stuff up. Like I'm gonna tell you how it happened. This is how I know I'm finna expose what I'm finna expose. Okay, because I ain't really exposed nothing, but I'm finna expose it now. That's why I'm talking about what I'm talking about. So um, what was I at? Oh yeah, I came home. I was out, you know, what I'm saying, out and about. I walked back home, came to the house, and then I went to another building to see about somebody. And as I'm walking to the building, a woman gets out of her vehicle. It wasn't her vehicle, somebody else's vehicle. They dropped her off. And this girl is psychotic. Like she's really delirious. Like I don't understand. I don't understand nothing. Like I understand, so I try not to understand. You know what I'm saying? But not that I don't want to, but until I deal with it in prayer, that's the only way I'm gonna understand. So I don't want to link to my own understanding, because without God's understanding, you ain't got no understanding. Understand? Okay. So at the same time, I don't talk to this woman. I don't say nothing to her because she's foul. She's very disrespectful. And I had a feeling I could pick up. I could just pick it up. Because you know I've been in prayer strong for the last week, and my prayer altar is burning. It's on fire. It's saturated. You know what I'm saying? Like the priests in the Old Testament. And God answers by fire. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I was getting ready to go in the breezeway of the building, and here she come getting out the car. Her face is toward the building. My face is toward the building. I ain't thinking about her like in that nothing. All of a sudden she walking by, fake Christian, fake Christian, hypocrite Christian. She get up there, homosexual. I'm like, are you serious? So then there's more now. She was like, I said, look, stop talking to me. I don't want you talking to me. She steady running off at the mouth. I'm sitting there like, please, like you need to stop, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, this is also exposure as well as judgment. You feel me? I got to bring the judgment, because if I don't bring the judgment, you know, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't be. That's my assignment. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. Let me hook a rule. Put the old hook up. Yeah. So basically, basically, So basically, okay, I'm good. So I had to charge the phone up, but uh, basically, the girl, she kept going on and on, just foul language, just foul mouth. You know, we going back. We having words. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't disrespected or nothing. I'm like, I said, and then she goes off. She said, my boyfriend don't like dudes. I said, like, I don't care. Like, why you telling me that? You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, they done heard my testimony and they done told lies. That's why I made the other video the other day about uh, how God freed me and how I go to the plasma center and donate and I ain't got no disease. You feel me? Because they won't let you donate if you got a disease. You know what I'm saying? That's worldwide. I don't care where you can go to Pakistan and donate, and if you got HIV, they're not letting you donate. You feel me? So that's neither here. That's far from what I'm saying. The topic of discussion is the exposure of what they thought I didn't know. Okay, so she goes on and she said child molester. I said, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Somebody telling lies. So that's what the funny looks is around here all about. All the people running from me and hiding from me. And then all of a sudden I hear, and like lately I just been hearing in the atmosphere and next door neighbors talking, True going to jail, True going to jail, True going to jail, True going to jail, True going to jail. Okay, so my question is, could the connection between what was spoken in the atmosphere versus the Jezebel that was throwing curses at me when I came home today and calling me a child molester, which I'm not a child molester, I'm a youth minister. But I noticed the attacks because whenever there's an attack, there's an elevation, there's a promotion. You feel me? So I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I just know what God is getting ready to do. Now, this is what happened, the judgment. I'm going to tell you about the judgment that happened to her for speaking all that stuff. She didn't know. She thought I was, she thought I know she done heard the stories already about me prophesying and all that. Because when I walk past her and other people in the apartment complex, I hear them running off at the mouth talking about how powerful and then what I be prophesying and all this and all. I hear it because they talk too much. They talk too much. That's why I don't say nothing. I just get quiet. They talk too much. You know what I'm saying? So they think I talk. No, I'm doing. I'm being obedient as Yahweh direct me to speak. That's why it's powerful. Because without God, I'm nothing. Now, at the same time, I ended up. Um, she was going back and forth with words. You know what I'm saying? I said, "Go in the house." She was like, "No, you know this, that, and the third. That's why you're a faggot. That's why you're a faggot." So I'm like, "This is a grown lady, a grown lady, just going off like." But see what that you know what that really was? That was a spirit. That was a spirit. Now, but watch this. When the anointing show up, demons manifest. You remember read the Bible when Yeshua, some of y'all call him Jesus, I call him Yeshua, when he was walking through the town, people all of a sudden they start crying out. Them demons start crying out through people as he walked past them. They were saying, "Oh, the Son of God!" Oh, yeah, that's yeah. This is my season. This is my season. So, folk doing dumb stuff because I'm here. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. They getting exposed by the stuff. See, trash don't show up at the door, so I know I ain't paranoid. It's somebody doing it, so but I know those people that's doing it is being used by them same demons. You see what I'm saying? But I'm the devil, so why I'm not doing that to you? And then you doing it to a man of God? Yeah, the devil setting you up. Mm. God setting you up, like he set up Judas. Judas ended up going like this later on before it was over with. Hey, hung yourself. I'm gonna let you hang yourself. Now, as I'm walking away from the girl, I stopped for a second. You know how I get? I tap in a heartbeat. I tapped in. I started walking away, and I was like, I said, yes. And and the Lord started speaking, and the Lord said, She has warrants. I turned around and said, okay. That's why the Lord said you got a warrant out for you. She got quiet and paused for a second and said, I know. I said, yeah, you might want to be quiet. She got quiet. She got quiet. I can't hear you. What you say? What you say? Matter of fact, I ain't nowhere near you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that girl in trouble. And I'm not in trouble. Now watch this. This video is gonna be uploaded to my YouTube channel so that all of the boogie woogie hypocrites that are connected to people that just will not stop with the foolishness can see more a punishment that's on its way. And it ain't gonna be good because the more you do, the greater the judgment comes. It's only a matter of time before the full judgment comes. Now, when see right now the little stuff, people getting sick, stuff happening to people, cars, folk losing their money, fights, argument. That's is hitting back. It's hitting back. You don't see that? You better be able to watch God in action. You better humble yourself, cause see, if you don't humble yourself, you're gonna try to get big against God at the wrong time, and God gonna shut you completely down. I don't care who you is. I'm not trying to be scaring you or none of that. I don't do that. I don't do what everybody in the world do. Like, I'm a man of God. I believe the word. I believe in the love of God. I believe in loving folk and praying for folk and doing for folk. You know what I'm saying? Blessing folk. Now, the minute you come up against me, and you ain't gotta be nowhere around me. You could be outside somewhere else talking bad about me, or outside my door putting trash and running back in the apartment or running around the building, whatever it is you want to do, or make it look like you doing something by sitting outside while somebody else do it. You know what I'm saying? Or letting the wind blow the trash, all kind of dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter. It really don't matter if you do any of that, because the more those are seeds that you are sowing. Now, I just prophesied a couple of days ago that this is harvest season. This is harvest season, and like the Lord, and I was in prayer the other night outside in the breezeway, praying for about 3 or 4 hours till it rained. I prayed and I prophesied that it would rain. I prayed and prophesied that it would rain as a sign be unto them that you're getting ready to deal with my enemies soon, swiftly. And they didn't hear me. So I went in the house, took a shower, laid down, and it started raining. It started raining. Now, for every lie that's being told, watch what's gonna happen, because see, the favor of God is on my life. He told me not to worry. So whatever you say ain't gonna happen to me. God is working behind the scenes right now. He finna surprise you. What you thought gonna happen to me may just happen to you, sweetie pie, or anybody else. If you think it's a game, stay tuned. This is Corrected TV, and we're going all the way live. Corrected TV, because see, the TV you used to watching got you fooled, and you doing what you see on TV, all that dumb stuff. Now, I'm corrected over here. My vision is clear. My vision is clear. So when you see my TV, you're gonna see clear too. That make you might want to wake up and be like, I might not want to watch this channel.